Trails. This is day 3 of our Moab adventure. Today we're going to do probably one of the most popular trails, definitely one of the most popular trails in Moab, called Poison Spider Mesa. Was going to do the whole full all the way through, but I think we'll just do the loop and come back out. Great entrance. You can see the switchbacks going up behind us. Got a couple motorcycles coming down. We got the Colorado River right behind us. This entrance and this canyon right here is just absolutely gorgeous. So hope the scenery holds. I know the trail is going to be great. So thanks for joining us, and welcome along for the ride.
Well, after another great camp breakfast, hanging out at the trailhead for a little bit, checking out all the dinosaur signs. I didn't realize there was so much of that going on in this country, but pretty interesting stuff. We were ready to hit the trail. I tell you, this trail didn't waste any time. Literally second turn on the switchbacks. We're not even a mile into it, and we're up against an obstacle that I didn't think we were going to make. And I had to take a second shot at a couple of these things, back up and hit her again. Hadn't been for that guy in the razor up there, I'm not sure what I would have done. Making our way up the switchbacks here on Poison Spider. First switchback here was pretty rocky. So, narrow trail obviously. This part of the trail is in and out too, so got to keep our eyes open for anybody coming back the other way. Hopefully here up on the next bed we maybe get a glimpse of the Colorado River down at the bottom. Momentum up. The sand is pretty soft.
Did you go left or right here?
I went left. It's sandier. Both of them are pretty easy. The sand going to the left is pretty soft.
They both come to the same spot though, right?
Yes.
All I needed to do was pull 3 more feet forward and I could have seen that. This is a cool tree.
Well, we rolled up on one of the first major obstacles, the waterfall. Had to get out and check this one out. Turned out to be not too bad, but there was some lines in here you definitely had to pay attention. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we're not like we'll swim up this thing like a salmon. Right. Don't want to get too far left here. Oh yeah. Easy enough. So far, so good. I think we stay right. Just run over Jim here. Should work out all right. Oh. Okay. And we're not going to go up the 6-foot cliff. Not today. Take the cheater route. Live to wheel another time. Piece of cake. Oh, four-wheel drive doesn't like sharp turns. Okay. Did the waterfall.
It's Dave coming up in the shadows down there. I don't know if you can see it. He's in there talking to himself.
Good, try a little tougher line. There he goes. Good. Yep. Stay left. there's a winch point up here. Just bump it. That's it. That's enough. Tires sure complain a lot. And then there was this one. Stay tuned for this one because this first part is the easy part. There's a nice little 90-degree right-hand turn up here that you gotta climb over. And they just don't get easier. cake. Once we finally made it up on top, actually the road kind of opened up, flattened out for a bit. We could actually cruise along fairly good. Also had some pretty good views up here, so decided this was the perfect time to just pull off, have a sandwich, and just enjoy the scenery for a little bit. Came across this fun little sand hill. Man, we had to hit this thing with the pedal to the metal, man. We were wide open. One of us didn't make it. And gotta say, this was the only time on the whole trip that we actually had to use the winch. I'm not gonna name names, but it was a pretty fun hill. Well, we made it to the top of Poison Spider. We're at the Overlook. Off in the distance there is Arches National Park on the horizon. Then down below me here, we got the Colorado River coming out of the canyon, weaving its way down in front of us. And as we pan over this way, then we get into the town of Moab. And looking down, kind of southeast towards the La Salle Mountains. Just over those is Colorado. Across there is, well, in front of the mountains is where we were yesterday on Fins and Things. Hell's Revenge is over there. Kind of can't tell you exactly where. But yeah, pretty amazing trail. Getting up to this point, rough, really tough. But the Cherokees made it, and we're enjoying a great view. You know, this was really, truly one of those things where you look out here and you think, you know, I'm not sure I'm ever going to be here again. I can't capture it by photograph. I can never explain it properly to anybody. And so Jim and I just looked out over this thing for probably 10, 15 minutes. Just didn't say a word, just took it in the best we could. And I'm glad we did. What a view. Well, after soaking up as much of the beautiful scenery as we possibly could, we had to start making our way back down. It was the end of the middle of the afternoon or so, and man, we still had a lot of trail to cover, and it was kind of starting to look like we might get back after dark. You know, I think this had to be one of my favorite parts of the trail. Just running along the slick rock, just following the black marks, catching the white little arrows once in a while. Views were good, shadows made it really pretty. A little bit of challenging on the steep parts, and not real rough, just a lot of fun. And this is what you always like in the trail.
Hard driver, hard driver. More driver. Stop right there.
All right, well, another nighttime finish. We did Poison Spider today. Whew, I think the book says 5 hours for this trail. It took us about 8, so not the fastest, but we made it the whole way. Did the loop at the end, saw the overlook down into Moab, which is just a gorgeous view. Just once in a lifetime kind of thing, so don't miss that. Man, I wouldn't want to bring anything less on this trip. The Cherokees did great. They went up stuff that I wouldn't have thought we'd ever get through. They just walked right through it, did a great job, but it was a long day. And so we're gonna head back to camp and grill up some have a cold drink. And well, thanks for hanging with us on a long day. And it was a long day. 8 hours, only covering 17 miles. Whew. Well, we did have one casualty. This was the spring bolt off the back of Jim's Jeep. Yeah, if that's all we broke, though, we can't consider ourselves some winners. Speaking of winning, yeah, it was the Moab scenery, though. That was the best part about this trip, I think. But that said, sure appreciate you hanging in there with us. Make sure you're hitting the like, the subscribe button there, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of Tools and Trails.